guys, so today I'm here with Yasmin.
Hey!
And so we are going to do the best friend tag questions, though we've put a little bit of a spin on it. What we've done is we've actually gone through the questions. I've written my answer on one side of a card and then her answer on the other side, and we're going to try to see how many of our answers actually match, like how well we know each other. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off, read the question, I will say what I think her answer is, she'll tell her right answer, and then she'll say what she thinks my answer is, and I'll tell my answer. Okay? Let's see if we can get through this in not very long time. Okay, first question is, how and when did you meet? So for what I thought she put, I put boobs. Because
yeah, definitely the how.
Her and I used to work together at Borders, and honestly we can't remember like when exactly we became friends. But I just remember, like, the day that my husband came up to meet her, him and I are, like, standing in the aisle talking, and then all you just see is, like, her hands, because she's shorter than me, obviously, her hands come around and, like, grab my boobs from the front, and that's just the first time, like, I really remembered, like, my first memory of her. So what'd you actually write?
That's how I knew I liked her husband. At Borders in 2006, we were friends the instant she let me touch her boobs.
Yes.
It's legitimately gay.
Okay, so... What'd you think I put?
I put at Borders in 2006.
Okay.
I was tame on that one.
I put, I don't know, powder love at Borders.
That's true.
Because we also used to get in trouble all the time because we would, like, molest the new shipment of anything Potter related. So, okay, that sounded really bad. We didn't actually, like...
grind
Okay,
against it.
moving on. What is your favorite memory together? So, I had honestly no idea what she was going to put.
Three answers.
Oh, okay. Well, one of them that I put is, again, back to Borders. For the 7th book release, we got to basically plan the party. And so I put that. What did you actually put?
That was the first one. I put going to the 7th book release,
Awesome.
which was one of the greatest experiences of my life. Going to the midnight release of the selling of the Twilight movie at Borders, where we met Nick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I totally forgot
We
that.
met the coolest, sassy little kid at this
Awesome.
movie release. And then going to the movie premiere of Harry Potter Deathly Hallows 2, where I had to say the Hogwarts motto.
And we got called giant nerds by
We
a
did.
very popular radio station here during their trivia time.
So,
yeah.
any of those. You picked the first one.
Awesome. Okay, so what did you think I put?
I had no idea, so I put going to Potterland and Wonderworks. Orlando.
I put concerts and and I did put a Potterland related thing because I remember, like, I went first and I brought back a bottle of pumpkin juice and we were totally scared of pumpkin juice. We were like, oh my god, is this going to take, like, liquid pumpkin in a bottle?
It was
so we both kind of sat there at the same time and we were like, you try it first. No, you try it first. No, you try it first. And we're both like, we hate pumpkin. Like, and then we tried it and we were like, oh my god, this is the most glorious substance I've ever had in the whole world. So that was what I described each other in one word. So I think the word she put for me was like motherly or nurturing or something like that. No? Uh-oh.
Wait, that I put for...
Yes.
I put Horcrux.
Okay.
I also put Fighter and I put Looney.
Oh, okay.
Because I cheated and put 3 words.
We cheated on a lot of these, I warn you guys.
But...
Okay, that makes
definitely
sense.
motherly.
Horcrux, again, for those of you who don't know Potter, it's basically breaking... It's kind of a bad thing, and it's an evil thing, sort of. It's a dark art. So basically what it is like when you kill somebody, your soul breaks, and you take that broken part of your soul and put it in an inanimate object so you never die. So we always kind of joke that when God created us, he basically, one soul was too awesome, so he had to put it in 2 separate bodies, and that is us.
Yep.
And that sounds very
really
odd.
bad. But it's meant affectionately.
Yes, it totally is. Okay. So what do you think I put?
I put Soulmate, aka Horcrux.
I was thinking that, but I think I really tried to go into like a personality, like how I see, how we kind of see each other. So I put strong, and not so much like obviously physically, but like strength of character.
Okay. Well, I put Fighter, so
you're
we were on the same wavelength.
So yeah, because when like something goes wrong with me, if I can't go to my husband, I know like without words, she knows exactly what to say to make me feel better, or not say to make me feel better.
That's an important one. Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Question 4. It's hilarious.
We're doing good.
Like, I know. I'm actually quite surprised because we were writing these out. We weren't like obviously.
Thought we were gonna do terrible.
Yeah, we thought we were like, oh my god, I'm not gonna know you at all, and this is gonna be the end of our like 7-year-long friendship. Okay.
That could never happen.
Dream job. I put. This one was easy for me. I put adolescent counselor, psych degree.
I had several. I put rock star, but I can't sing. And I
Is it not Okay, so again, we're kind of like right brain, left brain people, so I'm very left brain, like literal interpretations, and so I think that's how I took these questions. Okay, and you went a little bit more like creative crazy. Outside of the box with them. So
but I also put counselor of teens.
So this is hilarious.
Feels right. Yeah. That's my realistic one. My like if there were no boundaries would be rough. And for you, I put 2 answers: okay. Nurse of tiny human and J-Bone groupie. J-Bone is Jackson Rathbone. For those ex-singer of 100 Monkeys.
Yes, he was glorious, but he also plays Jasper in the Twilight series, and I fell in love with him the moment his constipation-looking face walked onto the screen. He was gorgeous. But just so you guys, when she said of tiny humans, I actually put pediatric/OBRN, so that was just about spot on right there.
Yeah.
Number 5. What is your favorite makeup brand? Okay, so I totally did not know this about her because she's kind of a, like, whatever I really wind up giving her or telling her to buy kind of a person. Yeah. And sometimes she finds amazing things, and I'm like, where did you find this? And how did I not know about this before? But solely my rationalization behind these answers. A, her favorite mascara is the CoverGirl Lash Blast.
True.
So I said CoverGirl.
I do like CoverGirl.
And then because I'm a Marc rep and she winds up with a lot of Marc products, I put Marc.
I do love Marc.
And those are the 2 that I put.
I started to write those, and then I just put like anything at Target or Ulta.
I almost put like drugstore / Ulta. So.
But yes, I do wear Lash Blast a lot, and.
Again, I try to like think about it.
So, if you look at my purse, that's really what I have. So, it's appropriate. For you, I had no idea, like at all.
She was totally, when this question came out, she's like, because we're in this room when we were doing it. She's looking around, like trying to rifle through my makeup to see what I have a lot of brands of. So
I put like Smashbox, NARS, and Marc.
I have Smashbox. Yes. I numbered them.
Yes.
Smashbox is number 1. Number 2, I'm torn between Urban Decay and MAC.
MAC is good.
And then number 3 is Marc because I do love them.
2 out of 3.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Considering we're supposed to be putting 1 answer, we've totally put like 3 for every question.
Oh, this one I think we got.
Okay, number 6. What is something that annoys you most about the other person? I put she thinks I'm passive aggressive.
Wait, this is what I think about you?
Yes. What annoys you about me? I put you think I'm passive aggressive.
Oh, I did not put that.
Oh. What annoys you about me then?
That was what was hard, and that's what I was like, it was really difficult for me.
Because you always tell me, you're like, oh, you're so passive aggressive. Like, that's the thing you always say. You always roll your eyes when I say something like that.
It's true, she is really passive aggressive. But it's better than being mean. I put hating on psychology. But that's gotten a lot better now that she's in the nursing program. But I got a lot of nursing PhD jokes. But I think
I don't want to ever be a PhD though. So.
Oh yeah, I used to want to, now I don't. But I'm pretty sure I know what you put for me. I censored it, but I put saying asterisk damn it. She hates it. I say
oh no.
No? What'd you say?
I put shoes.
Oh.
But that is a good one. She does say that, but she censors herself around me a lot, so I don't have to get on her about that.
I try.
But she is so bad about, like, wandering in my house and just starting to walk around. And I'm like, I hate that and I think it's more like the sound, because when you walk, you kind of, like, scuff your feet, and I hear the shoes on the carpet, and I don't like shoes on the carpet, but then I hear it, and I'm like, ugh, take it off.
I don't do that much now.
No. But that's one thing that I used to always get onto you about when you did live here.
And now I yell at other people. And I'm like, take your shoes off.
So. Okay, so we totally blew that one.
Yeah, all kinds
that was when we were like, oh, we totally know this one. Okay, number 7. If you could go anywhere in the world together, where would it be and why? So I totally put the exact same answer on both sides of my card.
So did I!
So for where, I put UK, and why, I put Potter. Is that what you put?
I put Potterland, lifted and taken to England. We could just place it in England.
And then I just want to put out that I'm going to just keep like showing my card, because across the middle I wrote soulmates.
You're such a dork. Oh, we're
so that, yeah, that's pretty much the same answer. Okay.
Good stuff.
Moving on. Favorite inside joke.
I have so many to choose
from.
So
I picked a couple. I put roomies. If you want to know what that...
I did not... Oh, no, I did.
For
I did.
you.
I did.
Yeah. So I put that... I actually have that for myself, too. Oops. Anyway, I put Roomies because if you haven't seen that, it's a skit that Taylor Swift is in on SNL, and it's totally hilarious. And anytime like a new person is invited into our group who thinks that they're going to be a better friend with one of us than what we are together, we have to show them this because it totally disproves their theory, because it's this really creepy relationship and connection, and that's exactly how we are. And everybody in our lives understands this, and they totally embrace us for this.
True.
But then I also put, because we laughed about this for a long time after the first 100 Monkeys concert with the It's an All Ages night.
Oh! I did not put that.
And then I put Project Runway, Casanova.
Mine are delightful as well. I will probably not explain what some of them are. One of them is Little Pig, Little Pig.
Oh, yeah, no.
We're not
that That's an inside joke between me and my husband that
I will show you
about.
the second one.
Oh my god!
I'm not going to describe that one either. The third is Lenny Kravitz. I'm not going to describe that one either. And then the fourth is The Hay is for Horses, which is from the Rooney. So 3 of the 4 are terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say them, but there's a lot of inside jokes.
PG here. PG.
Done.
And
it's that was what popped into my head.
So this one, I really put... okay, so who takes longer to get ready in the morning? I put her answer was going to be her, as in me. And then for what she said, I put that she said me, that I would say me, which I did. You have an explanation.
I said Billy. However, the instant we're home, the bra and the makeup's coming off.
Yes.
And it's the jammy jams and a big t-shirt.
Well, and it was one of those things where it was hard for us to pick on that one, too, because I tend to be a little bit more girly than she is, but we both love, like, especially when we're together, we love getting dolled up and going out. And so she comes to my house, and it winds up being like a 2 to 3 hour, like, hair and makeup and gab fest and getting distracted by YouTube and, like, memes on Facebook and stuff. So we're both very girly together, but, like, individually less so.
And I think
but me more
what we struggled with this question was, like, is it going out? Is it a daily thing? Because daily we're both pretty, like, low-key.
Yeah.
But going out, that's a different story.
And we always make sure, like, every time she's in town, there's always at least one time in which we do something super girly. True. Okay, and then favorite season, again, I put the same answer on both of them. Autumn. Exact same card.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Yeah. Okay, and then number 11 is favorite song.
This is a hard one.
So I put, we have very different tastes in music, and one of the few things that we don't really do together is, like, listen to music.
Yeah.
We have so many other things that we have in common that since we don't really have a common musical genre, that we just don't really do that. So anyway, I put We Bonded Over Angsty Simple Plan.
Ooh.
So I know that's really kind of a not answer.
We did, like, listen to the same music, like, in high school.
Yeah.
Like Good Charlotte, Simple Plan, Newfound Glory, that kind of stuff, because it was very, like, teen angst, and, you know, that's...
And we're going through a lot of the same stuff in that time period.
Interesting.
So that's what I put for your answer, which I know is not right, but I couldn't think of one.
I'm pretty sure I didn't get your answer.
Okay.
I put a song that's not really like a radio song.
Oh.
I put The Coolest Girl from a Harry Potter musical, or Harry Potter sequel. Sorry, scratch that. Because it's pretty much my life story. But I don't really have a favorite song. Like, my mood changes. I literally like every genre of music, so it just depends on what day you get me. But
what do you think mine is?
I have no idea. So I remember, because I've listened to Taylor Swift ad nauseum.
Mostly because of me.
And I think there is one song where she talks about, like, having a day out with her dad. So
nope, it's her mom. I know which one you're talking about.
Crap!
It's The Best Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her mom.
Dang it.
No, but that is, like, probably my second favorite song, because it does remind me of my mom. But, even though I'm not really, I call myself half an orphan, because I did lose my dad when I was 18. And so my favorite song in the entire world, and the reason why she wouldn't really know this is because I don't even really listen to it very often. It's something that I do alone by myself when I'm thinking about him or when something reminds me of him. And it always makes me cry, but it's kind of like a good cry, because even though I'm sad, like, it's nice to have something that reminds me of him. And it's by Heartland. It's called I Loved Her First. And it's just this song. It's basically a song about a dad who's giving his daughter away, and he's, like, watching her on her wedding day, and he's thinking about how, you know, I'm so glad she found you, talking to the husband, but remember, like, she was my little girl first, and I loved her first. So that's, like, my favorite song, because it just makes me boohoo like a big old baby.
That's a valid one. Okay.
But, again, like, not something that I really share with anybody. So.
Right.
Number 12. Now let's get off the serious subject.
Okay.
What is it like? This was your question. It's kind of like a her for me, whatever. What is it like being best friends with somebody who's obsessed with YouTube? The answer that I thought is totally like a thought going on in her head that I pictured she's having at this moment, and it is, why am I in this video? Because
Interesting.
Because when I made the video that said, I'm totally gonna have my friend Yasmin make YouTube videos with us, I made her watch that right before we started filming this, and she's like, you filmed this before you asked me, didn't you? And I was like...
She did. It's just it's optimism. She just knew I'd say yes. I can't say no to her.
We do that a lot, too. Okay, so what'd you actually put?
I put, it's like having the family always wanted. Because she's literally, like, more family to me than, like, blood family that I have. So
I agree.
It's a similar bond where if something were to happen, even if I was 4 hours away, it would be in the car, like, there. So she's a sister. She's not a friend. So usually when I come down here and tell people I'm, like, meeting family, I'm lumping her as a family title. So that's what I put.
Yeah, she got here 2 days ago, and she was like, I'm going to spend a couple hours with, like, my brother and my sister, and I'm like, cool. She's like, you can come over, too. And I'm like, no, I'll let you have time with your brother and your sister. I was like, we can do something afterwards. And I was like, I can totally drive to you since you just drove, like, 5 hours down here. And she's like, no, I'll drive down to your house. I'm like, I live 45 minutes away. And Emily, who's another friend of ours, and if Emily watches this, she's going to hate me now, who lives literally, like, 10 minutes away from where Yasmin is staying, she's like, no, I don't have the energy to drive to Emily's house, but I'll drive 45 minutes to your house in, like, a completely other city. So,
yeah, true.
But that was because I had to introduce her to this room, because when I was putting this room together in my room tour video, which I'll link below so you can see what it all is, I kind of put it together with her in mind, because it is kind of our guest room, and since it's my room that's the guest room, the whole point is that only my friends would really be staying here, and when I think of my friends that are going to be staying here, it's pretty much her. So, what do you think? Did I do a good job decorating your room?
It's awesome.
Okay.
If you can tell by the Harry Potter stuff behind it. But, yeah, no, it's... And I've been here 3 days already. I've been here all 3 days.
No, you were at my mom's house yesterday.
True.
But we were together all 3 days.
I've seen her all 3 days.
Yes.
Then what I put, you would say, is it's like having, like, a sister.
Yeah. I just put, like, I don't know, how can I answer that question about myself? Because, so, yeah, that was pretty much it.
Done.
But, yeah, basically, like, I like it because I feel like it's also a way where I can, like, do vlogs about my life, and if she's curious about what's going on, like, she can pop online. So, I would like it if she did the same thing, because then I could see her glorious face every day, but she doesn't like filming herself. I really, like, I have to, like, rope her into doing it.
Don't like taking pictures.
Hog tie her. So yes. 13 is heels or flats.
That was also a tough one.
I put flats unless getting dressed up.
Yes!
For both of us.
That is yes. I put flats for the day, because I'm all about comfort, very sneakers, jeans, t-shirt kind of person, and then heels for at night, even if Billy thinks that they're for sluts and old ladies.
Which is a Casanova joke.
Because I like really high heels.
Because she's like 4'6".
I'm 5'0", but you learn quickly to wear anything that makes you taller. Yeah. So I have tall shoes.
And I have a hard time with heels because I'm almost 5'7". My husband's 5'9", so I can't really wear heels because I always hate feeling like I'm taller than him. I always like feeling like he's bigger and like more, he could like protect me. And so I feel like if I'm taller with him when I wear heels. So that's why I don't wear heels a lot.
Which is why for you, I put flats, but then I put or neither, boots and high tops.
And I feel like, because flats I feel like are really casual, but like with boots, you could get nice boots that are flats and they dress up an outfit. So yeah, that's very much me.
Side answer.
Yep. And weird, going way too in depth on these. 14, pants or dresses. And I totally just put pants on both of us.
I put pants and caps. Although for Billy, I put but dresses for twirling.
I do like to twirl.
She likes to do a lot of this.
But again, I do. If you want, I don't know if I did put it in our outlet shopping video, which again I'll link below. You can see me in the twirling around in the...
Pants was an easy decision.
Yeah. We're both like, and it's not jeans, it's just pants. Like, I do love jeans that fit well, but it's just pants in general.
I'm sitting cross-legged right now, so skirts and I just don't usually get along.
I wear skirts, but I always have shorts on underneath. Always. 15, favorite animal. For her, I put wrinkly dogs.
Dogs. Although otters would be a close second.
That's because you're Hermione obsessed.
Yeah, they're adorable. Who
and
doesn't
JK
like otters?
Obsessed.
If you don't like otters, there's something wrong with you. They're adorable. But yes, I'm a huge dog person. Prefer the fat, wheezy, buggy-eyed, wrinkly variety. But all of them, I love them. I don't know how I wasn't snatched as a kid, because I probably would have gone to any person who had a dog. And for you, I put cats, especially those with socks.
Oh.
She's the crazy cat lady. Oh, you have a different favorite animal?
I put monkeys.
Oh, okay. She does love cats, though. Don't let that fool you.
Ryan's the cat person. I love my cat.
True.
Should we get him?
Yes.
We said he might make a debut, so I'm going to pause this, and I'll be right back with the cat.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my little Dobby. And he's like, why are you holding me like this? Why are you holding me? So he's a little tuxedo cat. And yes, he was named after one of the house elves in Harry Potter. He's going to jump down now.
Oh.
Ooh, so cute.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there he goes. So, yeah, he's going to probably knock her on the camera now. Sorry, guys. So he was named after a house elf in Harry Potter, Dobby, obviously. And he's my favorite. I have 4.
Coolest cat.
But he's my favorite, and I know you're not supposed to have favorite children, but since none of the other cats are in the room right now, because they're actually not allowed in here, so that tells you how special he is.
Sure.
But he's just the best cat. Like, he's so good at knowing when he's not wanted, and he's so good at knowing when he is wanted. And most of the time, he thinks he is wanted.
He's the smartest one.
He is brilliant.
And I'm not a huge cat person. I love that cat, so...
He's wonderful.
He's super cute.
He's adorable.
And
he thinks he's a lap cat, but he's a fat little lump. He's our fattest cat.
Boy.
And so he weighs like 15 pounds, and he thinks he's a lap cat, and he'll totally try to like lay on your chest, and I'm like, I can't breathe because you weigh as much as a small child.
He's being adorable, right?
He is being adorable. So, okay, moving on.
Okay.
I'm sorry if you destroyed
What you would
everything.
save if there was... If
Okay,
your
yes.
family was safe.
It was like, if your house was burning down and you knew your family was safe, what would you save? And I didn't know, because I was going to say probably something that reminds you of your family, but I know you've gotten the tattoos for that.
Yeah.
So I put your music, because you have a ginormous music collection.
It's pretty much... I put my laptop, because it's got everything important.
Well, see, I didn't know if I wanted to put iPod or laptop.
True.
So I just put music in general.
Woo, saved that. But yeah, pretty much, like, I do have some, like, sentimental things. I do... My books I love, but I couldn't physically carry my bookcase.
See, he's a lap kid. He had to investigate the room. He's not been in here since I did the room change decor.
Oh, hey. Oh, okay.
See?
Hey.
He's being a little brat and trying to be in both of our laps right now. He does headbutt because I've encouraged that from him being little, and it's an affectionate sign of cats.
He's doing the butt scratches. But yeah, I'd probably say I have like only one like picture of me and my mom, but I have it scanned in my computer. I have all my music in my computer. I have my homework in my computer. So, I mean... It seemed like the easiest answer. That sounds awful to be like, say laptop, but it has all my good stuff in it. And for Jew, I put something of her father, not pictures, but since Ryan has digital copies of all of those. But
so I have 2 things, and that's just because they're totally in this room, and so I figured I'd be able to save them both. The first one is the box set that you see in my room tour up at the top, and that's because it has one of the Potter books in there, which is actually the last thing my dad ever gave me before he died, and so it's really important to me. And then the other thing that I would save is something my mother gave me, and it's actually her mother's wedding ring.
Oh, wow.
And so that's really important to me, too, because I never got to meet my grandmother, so it's really neat to have something of hers, because I don't think my mom only ever had 2 things of her mother. She had an old table, like a vintage table, and then that ring, and so that my mom gave it to me was really special. He's an attention whore.
A little bit.
I didn't say that, guys. Sorry. Okay, so this one was basically your favorite type of movie, comedy, horror, or chick flick. For her, I put comedy.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
She likes boy humor.
Yes, I do. And that's probably one of the few... Like, on paper, I always say that we're really different, so a lot of people are like, how are you friends? I'm like, we're just meant to be. But yes, we have very different tastes in some things, and comedy is one of them, because she likes more like Amanda Bynes, girl...
I like slapstick Lucille Ball.
Teenage humor, whereas I like gross bathroom humor, like South Park, The League,
No, you can't play
American
with
Pie, that kind of stuff, right up
No
my
box
alley.
cutters.
So, I'm like the more crude humor, but yes, I love to laugh. I hate horror movies, so horror was like not even an option.
This was a bad idea having you in this.
He lines it up. And then chick flicks, I do like the occasional chick flick if it's done right.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of those girls who's gonna like gush over The Notebook.
Yep.
So
I knew that.
yeah.
I knew that.
For you, I put it's a combination question because I put chick flick, but I put like the comedy chick flick, so like rom-com,
Yes.
so like Amanda Bynes type movies, which is a chick flick.
Yes.
But it's not a mushy. She's not like a mushy kind of person.
Very true.
But and then you do like horror, so I put horror second.
I put horror because basically it's funny because that question was hilarious because it was like horror is like the genre that my husband and I agree on, and then like she said the rom-com is the one that her and I agree on. So
I put horror in there too.
Yeah.
I got
So it's just funny that's totally.
You will.
The next one is I don't even know. Oh, is iPad iPhone or BlackBerry. And I put
easy.
neither for both of us.
Yeah, I really don't like either. I'm kind of anti-technology.
We like Android phones.
Howsoever,
Ah!
I drew the Apple thing. Agreed. We don't like either, but if I had to pick something, I would say BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Just because I'm very anti-Apple.
That's true.
And she's drunk the Apple Kool-Aid and then
But
some.
I hate the iPhone.
She hates the iPhone.
I hate
Which is
the
weird,
iPhone.
because I actually kind of like the iPhone in some ways. I like the camera on it. But every time people make me play with their iPhones,
But
I'm like, I hate this.
I
don't
now
like
have
this at
the
all.
mini iPad, which I feel like does everything the iPhone was supposed to do, and it's the beauty of an iPad mixed with the beauty of an iPhone because it's
Does it make calls?
you can. It has Google Voice options. I can do FaceTime, which is like video conferencing, like Skype.
Yeah.
So yeah, it basically has all the wonderful things of an iPhone with all the wonderful things of an iPad.
Okay.
And it's like less than a regular iPad. Anyway, that'll be in like a favorites video later on. We'll talk about that more. Okay, next question.
Tail in my
Now that
face.
this is going to be like a 30-minute video. Favorite movie.
I think I got it.
For her, I put Scott Pilgrim or anything like superhero comic book.
I love Scott Pilgrim's on my top list.
Okay.
For sure.
I count that as a win then.
Anytime it's on, I'll watch it.
I counted that as a win.
There's a lot. See,
There's a lot of them though.
there's a
That's why I
lot
put
of
kind of
movies.
like anything comic book because I know you're
Yes.
kind of a comic book nerd.
Love Actually and Scott Pilgrim are probably my honorable mentions of movies that I will watch every time they're on. Favorites, I would say either Boondock Saints or The Nightmare Before Christmas, just because I love Tim Burton.
Because I was going to put Harry Potter and I was like, that's a cop-out.
Right.
So.
But no, I do love Scott Pilgrim.
Okay, and so when I did my favorites, I kind of did like my favorite
I
movie.
put 2.
I have 3.
Okay, one with Ryan, one with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I did do that. I put for her one with Ryan Grease.
Yes. That's what I have.
Because that's like their thing.
Yes.
And then for me, I put He's Just Not That Into
Yes!
You.
And then my third one, I went with the cop-out and put Anything Potter.
So I'm going to count, that's just implied. So I pretty much...
I think that was a win on both.
Rocked
Yours
the
more
crap
than me.
out of
I got like a
this
half a
answer.
point. Got a half point.
Yes. Dad, what are you doing?
And so the next question is like, what is something weird that you eat? And so for her, I thought her answer for me would be potatoes because she hates potatoes. And I live on starch potatoes.
That's
like,
true.
ugh.
I had no idea what to put, so I tried to think of something that's not, like, typical. So there's this dish that she makes that's really good, but it's called spaghetti soup. So I put that just because it's essentially like spaghetti and beans and, like...
It's kind of like a mild chili with like spaghetti noodles in it. So I guess it's what, like a Chicago style? Isn't that how they do it? Like spaghetti noodles with chili on top? So it's kind of like that. Holy crap, this is a 30-minute video at this point. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay. And then what do you think I put for you?
I had no idea either. So I put mayonnaise on everything.
I love mayonnaise though.
Okay. Well, she also hates that I like bacon and eggs and cheese. But I was thinking weird in general, not weird to you.
Oh, so I did weird to me. So I put sushi.
Oh, I love sushi.
Yeah, and I think it's the most disgusting thing ever because I'm not a big meat person, so that was kind of gross to me.
good.
But yeah,
Okay.
the bacon was a good one.
That's a good one.
I don't know what this question was. I just have
I
yes
have,
and yes.
Me too. Okay, so at least we know our answers were yes and yes.
It was, do you guys have anything matching? Oh.
Oh.
And we totally don't even have anything matching with us right now.
No.
So we totally, we've talked in our outlet shopping that we go to Aeropostale, and we've totally wound up with, jeans that match, and sweaters that match, and, pants that match from there, just from our shopping excursions together. She has a couple things from Mark that I have also, clothing-wise. And then most recently,
Yes.
we decided, since, we're in our mid-20s, that we should go back to our adolescent teen years. And my cat is eating the curtains right now. So that's why I keep looking over there.
Oh, boy.
This is his tail. And so I actually bought, since we're ginormous Potter nerds, I got matching snitch necklaces, but they're awesome because they're steampunk and they open like a pocket watch and they're a pocket watch. So they're quite awesome. I showed them in my in my fall fashion essentials. If you want to see what it looks like, go check out my fall fashion essentials. It's in there. Because I did a fall fashion essential, a funky watch. And that was my funky watch.
I'm obsessed with watches. I'm not wearing mine right now, which makes me sad because my knees
Your
broke
tail
it.
off.
But, yes, I was a dingus and forgot to wear my necklace. But we do, even though we have different, body types, so some things look different on us, we still can share a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because we're both smaller, so...
We wear, the same size, even though I'm longer. So,
We both
something that would be a dress on her would be a tunic that I'd put over, leggings or...
But we both like retro 50s stuff.
Yes,
and
which is why Grease is one of my
kind of
favorites.
tomboyish stuff. So.
Okay, so the last one is, what is your favorite TV show?
I think
And
I know.
I put Glee for you.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Which is hard, because I do, again, have a lot of favorite shows.
Yeah.
But I just try to think, what's the one show that if people talk during it, I would murder you?
Yeah.
And that's my one where, like, Thursdays at 9 o'clock, no one talks to me, because it's like...
Except for us, we text.
I need to
We do.
focus.
That's the only time anybody's, like, allowed to interrupt, I feel like, is texting for us.
I do love a lot of anything funny, really, so I love
Yes.
Simpsons and Glee and In-Betweeners.
Modern Family.
Modern Family and The
Archer.
League. So, again, a lot of crass humor, but no, Glee is
And
the
dry
one
humor.
yes,
We
I
love
love
dry.
British stuff. But Glee is that one show that it's like,
Hi, baby boy.
I need to watch it.
Baby boy, you're so cute.
And all things else will fall along the wayside. For you, I put 2 answers.
I have 2 answers.
I put Castle and Grey's Anatomy because I wrote talk while they're on and die.
Okay, I kind of thought, like,
Ever of all time.
of all time. So I've kind of did, like,
Firefly.
of all time, and then I did, like, a current cult
Okay.
favorite. So I have Veronica Mars as, like, my all-time favorite.
yes.
Because there's seriously not an episode of that
That's
show that I
true.
didn't like. It was amazing. And
Okay.
again, it was like a cult following show. Like, I like the
Yeah,
off the
man.
beaten path, not primetime shows, I feel
Okay.
like. And then my other one was Castle, which I put a heart around. Because Nathan Fillion, though he's old, is totally my,
looking.
like, nerdy
He's
girl
a hot older
crush.
guy.
He's my nerdy girl crush.
So I got a half right.
Grey's Anatomy was great for like the first 4 seasons, and then
Right.
it kind of bottomed out, and then this last season they just killed off like 2 of my favorite characters.
True.
So I'm like, I kind of don't like you anymore.
But
so
it
never
is
mind.
still a show that if it's, like, it's an unspoken rule
Yeah.
that, like, when commercials are on, that's talk time. The instant commercials are off, may Jesus have mercy on your soul if you talk.
But now I have a DVR, so it's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I have a DVR, so I can pause it, let you jabber on, and then replay again. But that is our, like, 40-minute, my BFF, so I'm going to have to cut out a bunch of this. I don't even know what I'm going to cut out at this
We'll
point.
figure it out.
But yeah, I hope you guys really liked this because as Blair Fowler, Juicy Star 07 said when she actually created this tag, that you really only know a person by knowing their best friend. So
That's true.
this is kind of getting to know both of us. Anything you want to say to my viewers?
Hi.
Now that we're in the end, she says hi. But yeah, so leave me a comment below letting me know how crazy you think she is, because I think she's totally bonkers.
I'm in the mental health profession. Which is extra bad.
And then if you have yet to do so, because I know this is like a 2-year-old tag, if you have yet to do so, if you want to film your best friend video, then you should do that. And yep, that was a headbutt from Dobby. Then you should do that and leave that as a video response below. And she's going to say,
Bye-bye.
Avada Kedavra!
We're